the All Western New York Radio Broadcast Network. This is Noah's Ark.
Ready, I'm so ready.
Okay. We're talking about Justin Bieber's Monkey, right?
I stepped on purpose.
Hired on this show is because I went to school for this shit, and I dropped out after like a semester.
George.
Golden microphone to match the golden voice.
Okay.
The alcohol that he's already drank has made him slower.
No, it isn't.
That bitch is annoying. God damn it.
You know, there was 4 of us last week, and now there's 3 of us. That's somebody we cut off a Kyle.
I know to compare with pure imagination, living there you'll be free, if you truly wish to be.
Ah, yes. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Noah's Ark Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here live at the All Western New York Radio broadcast studio, of course, in lovely and palatial Buffalo, New York. And hoping and praying that the audio continues to last for the next 5 to 10 seconds while I talk. Good day, folks. Think so, Joe. Please say something.
Hey, welcome. Hi.
You live.
I can hear me. Okay.
All right. Mrs. Think So Joe is here in studio. Welcome.
Hello.
Let's see, we'll get the Skype up here. The Skype, you can call us anytime throughout the show tonight at 716-402-4218. That's our phone number. Our Skype handle, all WNY Radio, if you're into that sort of thing. And we've got our band of the week, Mr. Boneless, here in studio.
Howdy.
The Boneless gentleman. Get right into those mics, fellas. Make friends with it.
Whoa.
Get it right up in here. There you go.
Hi.
All right. Yeah. We've got Elliot, Nate, Joe, and Brian here in studio, the complete Boneless team.
More of a squad, really. Less of a team.
Less team, more squad.
Less organization.
It's the Boneless Squad.
More drinking.
Bone Squad.
Bone Squad here in studio, allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Welcome. Noah's Ark Show. With Mr. Boneless, our band of the week, everything's all right. Right, gentlemen?
I think we'll be fine.
Think we'll be okay? You guys formed back in about 2010. Who wants to tell us the story of your formation as a group?
Well, me and Nate, the drummer, sorry, me and Nate, the bassist.
I'm the drummer, actually.
We were friends in high school, and we had bands together, and he was going to school in Fredonia. And one summer, I decided to move out and live with him and start a band.
Well, I had met Joe the previous year, and we were playing in a different group together.
It was an emo band.
And
Pop punk.
no,
Emo stuff.
it was an indie band.
It was sad, regardless.
It was fine. But since Elliot and I had been doing stuff together, I kind of figured Joe would have the right sort of sound for a band. And
Then we
convinced him to come out.
Brian that showed up one day.
Yeah, I actually showed up, and
That's a good story. Tell him about the first practice.
yeah, I couldn't do that. I walked in, and well, I drove up, and my ex-girlfriend at the time was like giving me a ride there because I'm a musician. I don't have a car, right? No job, no car. That's how that works. And I heard them practicing. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna suck. you got to come back in like a half an hour and say it's an emergency or something like that. So I heard the practice center was pretty low. Turns out, not as bad as I thought. Flash forward 3 years. That's pretty
4
much it.
years.
4 years?
He came in, he played some drums for some songs we've been working on, and it worked out.
Yeah.
We had never met him before that day. It turns out he's pretty okay. He's all right.
So that's it.
Where'd you guys come from individually as musicians? How'd you get your start?
Well, I'm from Rochester, specifically a little town called Lima, New York, which is middle of nowhere. It's where Nate is from as well.
I'm from Buffalo. I met Nate going to school at Fredonia. Where we met Brian as well.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Brian?
Like, north of New York City. It was Orange County. The place.
There's just an Orange County in every goddamn state, isn't there?
Yep, and it's California.
No audio.
Got no audio?
Yeah, jump in there.
Noah's fixing technical difficulties.
I got some.
So I guess
Joe action.
I guess Joe on Joe action.
Hey, Joe.
Usually when we have guys named Joes in the bands, we make them change their name for the show.
Okay.
But you're all right.
Okay. Cool.
You can call him the Joe Bot.
Call him the Joe. We're having technical difficulties on the Noah's Ark show. Gee, imagine that.
Hey.
You guys picked a good week to be here because usually this doesn't happen.
We have really good luck.
So you guys came together. You decided to play together in a band. Thought the sound would be good. So tell us about some early gigs.
Alcohol.
A lot of alcohol.
Bottles of liquor.
Spent a lot of shows in dirty basements full of sweaty people drinking a bottle of Kraken.
I think we got sponsored by Kraken. We didn't know it. They didn't know it. But I'm pretty sure it happened.
You just show up to shows and there's just mysterious bottles of Kraken laying around.
Pretty much.
It's actually not entirely inaccurate. People would actually just bring us bottles of Kraken.
Yeah, I know that feeling. People would just, here's some Budweiser for you, bud. Yeah, okay, cool.
In the early days, booze always made the shows better.
Was that, more of an unofficial sponsorship, or you guys are just drinking a lot of Kraken?
Yeah,
we
more
just
like
drank a lot.
More unofficial.
I fell in love with it for a little bit.
We've all had our love affairs with the Kraken.
The bottle's fucking awesome. How can you get past that?
Evan Williams and I had a time. Put Brokeback Mountain to shame.
Evan is a bitch.
Evan's a fucker, man. So fun Saturday night. Such an asshole Sunday morning.
Just comes in, fucks up your whole kitchen,
Mm.
pisses out on your couch.
Oh,
He peed
man.
in my closet once.
Don't forget about the bathroom. Destroyed.
Yeah. Evan. Whole Williams family. Done with them.
So how'd you guys come up with the name, Mr. Boneless?
Well, it actually comes from a childhood toy of mine. My favorite toy I had since I was like 1 year old. It was this little pink humanoid thing called Boneless Chuck.
It was pretty weird.
I called him Mr.
Pretty
Boneless.
terrifying thing to give a child.
Boneless Chuck?
Well, the thing is, he got a lot worse. When he was new and fresh, he looked fine. But after years of spending time with me, he got torn apart and sewn back together so many times he looked like a goddamn Frankenstein monster. So we figured Mr. Boneless phonetically works. The band name is just a band name. It's what you do with it that makes people assign value to it.
Sure.
It's
But
better than the other ones we thought of as well.
It's creepy looking, man.
Oh my god.
that is shit. He found a boneless Chuck there.
Oh my god, yeah.
You can, if you go to bonelesschuck.com, you can't make this up.
If you go to our Facebook, you can find a picture of the latter-day boneless Chuck all sewn together and shit.
Was it intended to be like a meat doll, like a meat man,
like beef
Does
chuck.
look like a meat man.
Well, I had to look up Mr. Boneless. I had to look up Boneless Chuck toy because when you look up Boneless Chuck, it gives you meat.
Yeah.
I gotta find this picture of Mr. Boneless Chuck.
I guess it's kind of a meat person.
Ooh, meat
But
man.
isn't everyone just a meat person?
Kind of. Meat puppets.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I
Boneless
take it you
Chuck.
found it. Okay.
Yeah.
that's
I was going to send you the
creepy.
link, but I'm glad you found it.
That was my best friend when I was a child.
Wow,
Mr. Boneless.
this could be like a Rob Zombie movie. This thing. One of the creepiest toys I've ever seen. I'll promise you that, Elliot. And you turned out so normal and well adjusted.
Yeah, that's one opinion on that.
Oh, okay. Serial killer type. I got it. So what else? What do you guys got coming up, gentlemen?
Some CD release shows this weekend.
CD release show.
First CD ever made
Ah,
In the history of the world.
in the history of the world. This is our first CD. We'll be at the Bug Jar in Rochester on Friday and the Gypsy Parlor in Buffalo on Saturday.
That's Friday the 18th.
So please come to that and buy 1 or 2 copies.
No, I just tagged you in their picture over here for their original Mr. Boneless.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Saturday at the Gypsy Parlor here in Buffalo. That's our official CD release show. Should be a lot of fun.
We're playing with Helen and Pine Fever.
Yeah, good music.
Very good music. All night.
All around. It will be fun.
That was me.
Drink.
Wow. I
They
think we
also
both did it at the
serve
same time.
Alcohol.
Maybe because I was plugging my computer back in.
The big CD release show, Cutting Teeth. Where'd you guys do the album?
We recorded it down in Excello Studio in New York City. And yeah. That's
Yeah, we recorded it down Excella Studios in Brooklyn. It was recorded and mixed by a friend of ours, Ian Schoenberger.
Ian!
He did a pretty good job with it, I think.
And then it was mastered by Warren. Does anyone know his last
Lauren Sokol.
name? Sokol
Yes.
from Universal Studios there. Universal Mastering. Dude, I don't know. Hire Warren, dude.
Warren
He also
at
did
the
a very
entire-
good job. So yeah.
It turned out better than we really could have hoped.
Yeah, it only took 2 days to do after 3 years of practicing. Which is pretty good.
3 years of practicing, 2 days to record, then 6 months to mix and master.
Yep. Recorded live as well, so we're a jam band, technically.
Ooh. I would rather you not say that.
Feel
Why?
the grooves.
We
But
are
it
not
is-
a jam band.
We're a funk band.
It is recorded live, despite it not being funk or jam.
We're a new wave group.
there are
New
funky
wave.
beats.
Neo Soul.
Neos. All
Primarily
right.
Neo Soul.
You know, that's the worst when you got to try to like sum up your band in a sentence. We had to do that for a flyer, and I came up with the most ridiculous kind of sentence that you could think of. I mean, what does it really all mean? We are space rock, neo-punk folk from the future, or something.
Hey, may as well just be like, hey, we're a Zydeco band.
Yeah, we're Zydeco, pure Zydeco. Traditional Zydeco, not that new shit.
Those Zydeco musicians with their synthesizers.
With that said, how would you guys describe your sound?
It's like a folky punk rock with
Gothic blues?
yeah.
I started using the term steam folk that our friends Honey Spine kind of coined, I guess. I think we have a kind of a foundation in blues folk songwriting.
Yeah.
But I think it's all kind of done in a rediscovered way, like we kind of have no idea what we're doing. And so it just comes out in a non-traditional
That is
way.
very accurate.
Yeah. It's all
So
growly.
it's using a
and
lot of
squealy.
older methods of songwriting with a lot of newer influences. Steam folk.
The pairing of
Steam
the
folk.
acoustic and electric sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like folky, bluesy songwriting with like kind of indie rock type of instrumentation over it. Punky tempos, time signature changes, anger, blood, vitriol, whiskey, you know,
Teeth.
teeth.
Hair.
Just folk music with blood, hair, and teeth.
Now, when we were talking before the show, we always ask the bands to bring in, just a knick-knack to put on our wall or shelf here. And you guys brought in interesting item.
Oh, yeah. It is a headless Iron Man action figure. I don't know how it came into my possession. I just was looking through my bag one day, and there was this headless Iron Man.
Headless.
I don't know what kind of tragedy
Iron Man.
befell poor Tony Stark. Now he's left with only a peg for a head.
So whoever the band is next week should bring in like a Barbie head or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But we were kind of talking about that before the show because I think the Barbies, they have the peg that goes into the neck hole. And you guys were
Neck
saying
hole.
something along the lines of,
The Barbie shouldn't have pegs. It's not natural. It's not in the Bible, and it's
Some
just
of the Barbies
it offends
are-
me personally.
Barbies.
see, it's not as organic when we're like trying to recreate it on the show. It's, we just
Barbies
have these
should
mics
have
going on.
sockets. Barbies should have sockets. Ken dolls should have pegs. Although I don't know how you would connect two sockets together. That's a question for a different community.
Docking thing.
But seriously, next band that comes in,
Who is the next band that comes in? Do you know?
I have no idea. That's Mr. Noah's job.
Oh, Jesus, far too many details to remember. No, I'm not sure. You guys have a message for them?
yeah, they should dig into their collection of doll heads
Dig into the doll heads.
and
Find a head for the Iron Man.
find a head for the Iron Man.
We're looking at something about an inch by an inch. You know.
They should also watch their backs.
Beautiful.
Not joking.
So the doll head can either be the correct size for this doll,
Right.
measurements of which you cannot see because this is radio, and I won't tell you because
It's
I'm
about
an asshole.
yay. It's about yay big.
About this big, or it can be comically large. So just bring the biggest doll head that you have, stick it on top of this Iron Man.
If there's any fireworks left over from the 4th of July, could we recreate some Toy Story action here?
Yeah, every band that plays here from now on, just bring fireworks. Turn this place into a fire hazard.
Yeah, I'm sure Noah appreciates you guys advocating blowing the studio up here.
What I'm all for.
He's having so many problems over there. I wonder if it's because what's that line?
Noah
you
is
said?
a drunk.
What was that line? Come on, say the line, damn it!
Noah is a drunk.
You guys got it at least.
I heard it.
Noah is a drunk.
There it is.
I don't think that's our issue this time. I agree that's
Noah is a drunk.
Noah says that's not the issue this time.
not this time. Jody, have that CD queued up.
Yes, I do, sir.
Why don't you play that?
That sounds good. What song you guys want to go with off your new CD here?
Dude. Goddamn.
All right.
Not-
Sure, why not?
You heard the guys. This is Goddamn by Mr. Boneless.
for hell. Old Jen is turning into a book, and you can't read the things on her sheet. This constitutes this me. When I don't give a good goddamn no. When I don't give a good goddamn. When I don't give a good goddamn no. No, I don't give a good goddamn. Take me down to the riverside and bury my feet in silt. Show me where those good men died and bury the soul in that hill. Oh, judge, turn it into a book and you can't read the names on the cheese. This is what makes the killing this hollering on constituting this me. When I don't give a good goddamn no. When I don't give a good goddamn. When I don't give a good goddamn no more. When I don't give a good goddamn. When I've been living out this little how long? It's all that we can do to sit down, breathe low. When earth is under so high. This earth is spinning so fast, we turn legs to So keep your hands out so tight, don't you let go. Well, it's the road is rising in your blood, oh so, until your ears are bleeding. Until your ears are bleeding. And I don't give a good goddamn no. And I don't give a good goddamn. And I don't give a good goddamn no. And I don't give a good goddamn. And I don't give a good goddamn no. And I don't give a good goddamn. And I don't give a good goddamn no. No, I don't give a good goddamn. I told you I was freaking.
Stop.
Hey, come on down to the Evening Star, 8810 Niagara Falls Boulevard, for great music, live music, all the time. Thursday, you got Friday, you got Saturday. You come on down, 8810 Niagara Falls Boulevard, Niagara Falls, New York.
Hey, where else are you going to see young ladies shaking their asses live on the stage?
Ass is everywhere, Billy, you know it. Come on down to the Evening Star, you check it out.
Evening Star. Evening Star.
Check, check. Yes! That's our band of the week, Mr. Bone. Ozark Show, allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Yes, I am back, and I am fully alive again. I have fixed many problems, indeed, sir, and I am alive again. Welcome.
You fixed the problem.
Welcome back.
Willkommen.
You know, there's a lot of talking persuasively to the volunteers here at allwesternnewyorkradio.com to make them do the right thing. Sometimes they get easily distracted, run out into the street, try to quote-unquote escape. You have to find them and wrangle them in.
So basically what you're saying, George and I aren't the only renegade employees around here.
That's right. That's right. You guys are just harder to catch.
Smarter?
So that tune was, which one? Goddamn?
Goddamn was the first one, and then we played Captain.
Goddamn. Tell us about that tune, gentlemen. Who's the primary songwriter of the group?
That would be me.
Elliot.
Yes.
Tell us about Goddamn.
Well, Goddamn is a song about drinking.
Drinking? I can relate.
As it so happens. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a chorus is, I don't give a good goddamn. That's the idea behind it. I don't really know how much to go into it beyond that, besides dissecting each word in the song.
Is that based on an actual experience? Is that like a late night downtown at the Pink? You're just like, God damn it.
One time, Elliot got drunk.
Yep, just the once.
Just
I have
once.
only gotten drunk once.
Just the one time.
Just one
Yeah,
time.
just the one time.
What happened?
He didn't
Well,
care anymore.
I didn't care, and then I fell asleep. You know, that's how it is.
This all happened over the span of 7 minutes.
It just happens. But yeah, it was I don't know, it's a song. There are characters in it. There's old Jenny, who's a character. It was based on a friend of mine. Whenever she got drunk, her face would just get bright red. You could actually see the veins
Ooh.
in her face. 19 years old at the time. So, alcohol. Am I right, guys? Yeah.
Alcohol.
So that's a more a folky song. And the other song that was played after that, Captain, actually comes from. It was originally a song that me and Nate played in our earlier band that never had any exposure or did anything. It was just this,
Well, we had an EP. We had a 5-song EP.
yeah. We had a 5
Self-produced.
I think they were all
Self-released.
5 CDs.
recorded on
I
a
think,
tape
yeah,
machine.
I think we made about 5 of them.
Yeah. Our early noise punk enjoyment. We took that, and Brian and Joe made it so much better than it was before. It's about
Nate just taught me the guitar part, and I played it.
yeah.
And then he made a bass part and played it.
Yeah, Nate originally wrote the guitar part for that song back when we were 18, give or take. A couple years. Who knows? Who really knows?
So that song is 7 years old at this point.
Yeah, just about. It's about
And it just got
It's
recorded.
a very good vintage.
a boat
Just
sinking.
about 7 years old.
I wanted to write a song about a boat and shipwreck because Tom Waits said that every songwriter should write a song that has a street name in it and a song about a boat. So 2 things that every songwriter should write, according to Mr. Tom Waits.
Solid advice. So which song did you write about a street name?
I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
I'm working on it, though.
On the
Maybe
to-do
it'll
list.
be, fuck you, street. I think it'll be fine. Right? Yeah. It's in the works.
So what's your strategy when you write for the group? You kind of bring a fully formed song in, like Captain that's been around for a while, or you guys write as a team, or how does it work?
He brings it in, and then we
Hash it out.
force him to change it.
Yeah, it's basically how it works.
and,
I
and
sit
fit it all together.
by myself and write a song on the acoustic, and then I bring it to them, and it gets blown up and restructured a bit, and it was made better, I guess.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
It's
better.
still pretty democratic though. Like, well, I'll tell Brian that his drums are wrong, and
I'll tell Joe to suck a dick.
yeah, and then we do that, and then we get over it. And then we continue the.
I'll have the cream of some young guy.
Yeah. So it's not just like we all just come in and add our part, and it's bam.
Sometimes that happens.
Rarely.
I think once or twice.
There are also, I mean, there are also.
One time we got Joe a muzzle, and then it happened like for a week straight.
There are a couple occasions where we write songs. There are some songs that were actually written like together as a band.
Yeah, I guess the earliest stuff we have, it was very natural, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
the murder song. That one.
The murder song.
Yeah, that kind of just happened.
Actually,
The Crossing.
The Crossing. Is what
It's the murder song.
It's
what
about
it's called.
murder.
We refer to it as the murder song. A lot of the songs have other names besides the official title that we refer to them as, because we are lazy, and remembering other titles is difficult. You know.
They tend to be so we can make them into dick jokes.
Cock.
The amount
Shame.
Fapple.
the amount
Apple.
of just tasteless dick jokes that we have had to deal with because our name is Mr. Boneless over the years. I mean, it and not even like good ones, just the laziest. People always like, oh, Mr. Bonerless.
Give us some other examples. What other?
You can't keep it up.
I think that's the go-to one, really.
Yeah, I really can't think of another example. I'm sure that there are. Now everything, whenever anyone refers to, oh, let's go hang out with the Boneless boys.
A boneless alleyway.
Bone dogs.
No one gets lucky there.
No, but a lot
That's
of
a
people
shame.
do poop in there.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate.
Yep.
We live right next to Frizzy's. We live in an alleyway down Frizzy's.
Oh, yeah. Frizzy's is a fine establishment.
People poop
I've
in
seen
an alleyway
Congress
all the
and
time.
high class individuals. just
I'd say
frequent that
3
place.
times since we moved here.
So anybody goes in the alley, they're either shitting or they're having sex out there? That's what you're telling me?
Yes, exactly that.
I mean, yeah,
I've
sometimes
never-
I go
Probably
back
both.
through the alley to the backyard to poop because it's just a little bit more private.
Ah.
There are bushes back there. Everyone knows the bush is nature's toilet.
Is there no... I mean, how bad can the
infections.
toilet in Frizzy's be? It can't be as bad as like Broadway Joe's where there's no door and no toilet seat. Just take a shit at Frizzy's.
I actually think it's pretty nice in Frizzy's.
Actually,
Why is everybody shitting outside? This is blowing my mind.
I don't think that it is the patrons of Frizzy's.
Okay.
They're
It's
the
the
ones
patron-
puking there.
Yeah.
They puke
Patrons
back
of
there.
Frizzy's
there.
are the
There's
kind
no-
of
Ah,
people
all right.
who throw up in our alleyway.
So among the migrant population of Buffalo, this alleyway may be known as a good place to pop a squat.
Yeah.
Is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Just
I guess
having
we are
themselves a push.
advertising that right now. That is exactly.
Nobody listened to the last 5 minutes.
Homeless gentlemen of Buffalo, New York. If you're looking for a place to have a good push, come on down to the alleyway next to Frizzy's.
Yeah, we often try to
That's
do
going to be
live.
an ad on the show
That's right.
next week.
We often do live reads on the show, and that was one right there. That will be replayed over and over.
Please no.
Your alley is just gonna get wrecked in the next couple weeks.
It's fine. No one that would actually respond to that ad is going.
You don't know that.
Our audience
You
is
don't know
primarily
We
homeless.
don't know about all the homeless people with iPads,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Are you homeless?
Noah's Ark, home of the homeless.
If you're homeless and you're prairie dogging it, head over the alley next to Frizzy's and let that beast out. That's right, let the dogs run wild. I hear there's some bushes back there. Probably some leaves you could find. And hey, you know what?
Someone just puked.
Wayne, what do you do if every time you see this one incredible woman, you think you're gonna hurl?
I say hurl. If you blow chunks and she comes back, she's yours. If you spew and she bolts, it was never meant to be.
Or just head to the alley by Frizzy's and hurl there.
That was kind of what I was going.
Our alleyway is just a tapestry of human excreta. Vomit and poop and piss just everywhere.
And semen.
Let's
not kid ourselves.
Someone did
And
something
children's bicycles.
pretty impressive. We had like a whole starry night on the outside wall, done entirely with feces.
And it was all the colors were correct. Very impressive.
This is not only an alley to shit in, this is an alley to make modern art with your shit. You'll shit and you'll create.
Oh, good God. So, alternative names for songs. What would be the alternative name for Goddamn?
Goddamn.
No alternative there?
Yeah.
It's just Goddamn.
There might not
What's
be as many alternatives.
Well, there's the Grateful Dead lyric.
Which one?
That's not really shorter though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, it's alternative.
The full name of Goddamn is Goddamn Will I Declare Have You Seen the Like.
It's Grateful Dead.
It's a lyric from Grateful Dead song. Which song is it?
Uncle John's Band, I think.
Yeah, Uncle John's Band.
Mhm.
I was raised on Grateful Dead. My dad was a Deadhead. A lot of Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead, Neil Young, and Tom Waits.
So, were you going out like on tour following the Dead with your dad?
No, see, this was in the 70s. I was born in 1990. I mean, I guess technically I was, given the nature of genetic distribution. I was there, but I wasn't really there.
Whoa.
You were somewhere.
Whoa, man. It's like you were there, but you weren't really there, you know? Oh my god. Yeah, let's let that sink in for a minute.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Name for Captain? Just Captain.
Just Captain.
Our punk song. Our metal song.
Our punk song.
Let's get back to the murder song.
Well, we call Shame the pot song.
That's true.
Oh.
The pot song. Because it involves Brian beating on a metal pot. Or at least it did originally. It's changed. Now it's a hubcap.
Yeah, I went from the pot song to the Devo hat song to the hubcap song.
Oh, he used to have this amazing cake mold. It was a red cake mold. It looked exactly like the Devo cone.
Ah.
That he used to beat the shit out of with his sticks.
I bought it from this old lady who was like giving me it was like 50 cents at a garage sale, and she gave me like a 7-minute spiel about what good cakes it makes. And I'm like, yeah, no, but I'm going to hit it and destroy it with sticks. And I did.
Lady, no, I'm serious. I don't give a shit about the cake.
She's like, no, all your friends will be so impressed. It makes multiple layered cake. In one go!
All your friends will be so impressed!
I'm like, yeah, listen to this. Dink, dink, dink. Yeah, that's what I want out of it. That's what I'm going to drill a hole through it and put it on a stand and hit it until it dies.
When I was your age, I made such cakes. All of my friends knew.
They would come down to my house, and they could have any cake they wanted. They could have a yellow cake, they could have a white cake, they could have a chocolate cake, they could have any cake.
They could have a patty cake.
Because it's layers. That's what it's about. It's about the layers.
And you probably went home and made the cake too.
Like, now she talked me into it. Now I gotta make a fucking cake with this thing.
He's like, all right, I gotta make one fucking cake with this thing before I put it on my fucking drum kit.
5 cakes later.
I can't hit it anymore.
That's why it's now the hubcap song.
was it? Originally, it was just
It was pot.
It was just a pot. It's like a regular old cooking pot.
Yeah, we certainly do not associate with any sort of, slang for marijuana.
Yeah, we do not imbibe the marijuana. All right? Just want to get that out there.
That is illegal and immoral.
Yeah.
It's wrong in every way.
Pretty much every way, yeah.
It's the devil's grass.
Devil's lettuce. Okay, so what about the murder song? Is that about an actual murder?
We're not allowed to talk about that.
I
actually.
see. Fair enough.
There is a
we
legal
plead the fifth.
precedent.
We could talk about this after the show.
With knives.
Strictly off the record.
It's your basic murder ballad. You know.
Lots of hate.
Lots of hate.
Lots of threats.
Violence.
A little bit of love in there.
And some poetry.
Some poetry. And some putting people in the ground. That happens.
Well, why don't we check it out? The Crossing is the actual name of the song. Well, what's the meaning behind that?
It's a Cormac McCarthy novel, The Crossing. It's a good one. There is a murder in it. I mean, it's a Cormac McCarthy novel, so there's a lot of murders in it.
Is that the basis of the rest of the lyrics of the song, too?
No, it was way before. We just needed a different title for it, because the murder song, not really a great title for a song. It's a little too straightforward.
All right, the murder song. Our band of the week, Mr. Boneless.
sun don't shine day or night. And I could say, I'm gonna blow your put you in the ground. 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 I put you down. I put you
Go for it.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2,
now the trees have faces, crooked smiles and crooked teeth. Now these days my closest friend has been a bottle in my hand. So when it's all been said and done, well at least you had your fun. So when you hear that kind of timbre, grab a voice and sing it on. I've been having more living in shine. I've been having more living in shine. I've been saving all my dollars just to spend them all again. And I'm so undercover, I don't know who the fuck I am. 'Cause I'm always in a state of getting over a disease. And I don't know all of the symptoms, hope they name it after me. I've been having more living in shame. I've been having fun living in way too much fun. Around is all I'm standing. You're all about the only one. You don't believe in Satan. You don't believe in sin. You don't believe in
Mr. Boneless, our band of the week here at allwesternnewyorkradio.com. That from their album Cutting Teeth was the song Shame, the pot song, or, you know, now we call it, what, the cake song? That was the cake song, right?
Delicious.
Delicious cake. Layered red velvet. Oh, fantastic.
We're going the distance.
At the Crossing, the murder song. You guys went out to NYC to do this. Why'd you decide to go there, and how was the trip, and how was the process?
Well, we went there because we had a friend who was working at a studio there, and got us weekend time for next to nothing.
Ah, nice.
So
it was something.
something, but way less than you would ever expect to pay. The thing is, recording, very expensive, which I don't think a lot of people really understand or appreciate.
Studio time is not cheap.
No, it's
certainly not.
It's worth driving 9 hours to New York City.
Yeah. How did we get there? What was our mode of transportation in that situation?
We all piled in one car.
We had one car with all of our equipment. Oh.
That's a pretty impressive packing job right there. Everybody in one car.
It was really comfy.
We were less a couple amps.
I mean,
Yeah, Nate, did you bring your amp?
No.
No, yeah, we didn't bring our amps, which was kind of a little bit troublesome when we got there. I did not have my amp because the studio we were in just had all this vintage equipment, cool equipment, but not what we're used to playing out of. So
yeah,
at least personally, I had to kind of rig up an entire new setup on the fly to try to get a sound that was kind of close to what I usually play. So that the guitar sounds a little different than it would
Sounds
sound
a little
live.
different, but I think it's fairly close.
It's close.
It
but
gets the point across.
It gets the point across.
It's still good.
I'd say.
So it was you guys basically packed into a car with Brian's kid.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we have done
parts of my kid.
What kind of a car was it?
It was a 4-door. You know, it was not a van or anything that could actually.
Well, how big was the trunk? How many dead bodies could you fit in it?
Yours twice if we really pack it.
3 bodies and a bicycle.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
We have.
See, he knows. He doesn't have to guess. He knows.
We have done all of our equipment and us.
We did it last weekend.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, last weekend we
Now,
went down to Binghamton.
Is this the show that you played all Fiona Apple covers?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the one. We
Yeah.
also opened up for
John Mayo.
John Mayo.
John Mayo.
John Mayo. The famous John Mayo.
So white.
Turns out.
It's all right there on their Facebook page.
Mr. Hellman's.
Miracle
He
Whip.
just eats Miracle Whip and Wonder Bread sandwiches every day, that guy.
That's how you get good at guitar.
It's true. Yeah, so yeah, we went down there. We
people
played a bunch of Fiona Apple covers. And
Nice. What Fiona songs did you do? Love Fiona. I'm
Oh.
a huge Fiona fan.
It was sarcastic.
Oh, you were joking.
Yeah.
We do play.
We actually do a Fiona Apple cover. We do a cover of Not About Love. I
Okay.
think it's pretty good. I don't know, do you know that song? It's pretty great.
I do know that's a great song.
Great song, great Zach Galifianakis video
Yes.
for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I have those sunglasses, the blue blockers from Hangover. I've got those. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Greatest sunglasses you'll ever wear.
Do they block all of the blue?
Not all of it, but most of it.
Okay.
All of the bad blue, but they let in a little bit of the good blue that you still want to see, just not much.
Little bit of good blue.
It colors
Lots
your
of
world
red.
a different way, you know, but I have sensitive eyes. You got to be careful with those things, you know.
Have you tried wearing 2 pairs?
2 pairs of sunglasses or
to
2 pairs of
completely
blue
get all
blockers?
that blue out.
You know, if you did it, all of the life would be sucked out of the world. A black
least the
hole would
water.
appear inside of your eyes.
Yeah, a completely red and yellow world sounds terrifying.
So you guys talked about loading up everybody into the 4-door and heading down to Binghamton. Is that one of the best shows you've done? What are the highlights of your shows you've done in your 4 years that you guys have been touring across Western New York and Greater America?
I wouldn't say Binghamton would be the highlight.
That wasn't a highlight.
Binghamton was fun.
It was
a lot of
fine.
fun.
We
Definitely
Pretty standard
a lot of
shows,
fun.
though.
the first night there, we as some things got changed, so we wound up opening with a 2-hour set before a punk show. I had, what was it, like 6 bands?
There were 6 bands.
Six punk bands after us, who each played like a half an hour.
No,
Their sets totaled our set.
Yeah, 6 bands each played for about 9 minutes, and they had like 12 songs or something. It was just like literally 20-second songs. not that's not even a joke at all. I mean, it is pretty fun.
Hey, we're raping kittens. This is our first song. All right, we're raping kittens. This is song number 2.
It's not incorrect. Yeah, one of the bands was like a grind crust band, and they were like
Grind
crust.
Crust.
Just
yeah,
make up
that's actually a
descriptive
thing.
words, and that's what they are.
Yes, the ridiculousness of the subgenres of metal is only rivaled by the subgenres of punk rock. There are just. But anyway, this band.
It's hard to distinguish sometimes with the subgenres. We had a metal band in a couple of weeks ago, and they described themselves as, what was it, Joe? It was death and doom and black, and I don't even know. It was all these.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's funny because I'll occasionally see people asking like, "Wait, what is this subgenre of metal?" And other people are like, "Well, you see, the bands like this, the bands like that." And like, fuck, man, it's metal. Shut the fuck up and just listen. You know?
I love metal, personally, and and see, the thing is, when you are really into metal, it is actually, you are able to distinguish between those subgenres of music. If you go back, if you think about it, way back in the day, there was just rock and roll, and now it has been divided into various genres.
Devil's music.
It only makes sense to subdivide further into more descriptive categories of music.
We should say, Elliot, you've drank a lot of gin during the beginning of the show tonight. Are you feeling pretty wasted right now? Are you okay, or how's it going over there?
Oh, I'm fine.
He's driving home, so
You're driving. You're good.
he's good.
How much gin did you actually drink?
I mean,
There was half a bottle missing when we left.
Half a bottle? Half a bottle?
That was shared.
I'm probably not driving.
I'm just trying to figure out how deep we can dive into Elliot's inner consciousness at this point.
Hey, if you want to do that, you're going to have to make me another drink, man.
We did see that nice little liquor bar downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
We don't miss things like that.
I'll
That's
tell
why
you
we're
what,
really here.
I have liquor. I just don't have mixers. That's what I don't have.
Yes, we don't either.
Mixers
Who needs mixers?
are for pussy.
You guys, all right. I'll take care of you guys. We'll come back and then we'll get into your earliest childhood memories and those kinds
Just
of things.
shamed you on air into getting us drinks. That was exactly
That's a welcome shaming if there ever was one.
This beer needs a little whiskey in it.
Make sure it's called a beer.
Elliot, what's your favorite show, my friend? Since you're half a bottle of gin in.
Well, honestly, I would say that most of my favorite shows that we have ever played were dirty little basement shows in Fredonia, New York. One of my favorites was actually, was it our second show? It might have been our second show. It was a Halloween show.
Yeah.
And we all dressed up with corpse paint, and we had costumes over our Misfits costumes. We had these cut-off black T-shirts with the Misfits logo on them.
Spray painted the stencil on
Halfway
there.
through the show, we walked out of the back door. Like, we just ended the set and walked out the back door and came back in all dressed up
Misfitted?
like the Misfits and played the rest of our set just Misfit covers.
That's fucking
And
awesome.
That's one of my favorite shows that we ever played.
Yeah, all the basement shows were really fun.
Basement shows are awesome because you have, like, even if there are only like 20, 30 people there, they're all packed into this tiny little space.
Yeah.
So
It's ready to go.
It's this air of just intense.
Right. It's a good vibe. All the people
Yeah.
packed in, ready to rock.
Yeah.
There's no separation between the crowd and the stage either.
Right.
So
Yeah,
everyone's just like there.
I love being down on floor level.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a show at Spiral Scratch Records maybe 6 months, 8 months ago. And that's how it was. It was a basement show. Yeah, Joe was there. It was a basement show and just a packed basement. Not a huge space, but it was full of people, and it was just a great vibe and a great rock venue. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Elliot, I gotta say, sometimes you remind me a little bit of maybe Hank the Third or even Hank Senior with your vocal style. Is that an influence for you, or do you come from any kind of country background as far as influences go?
Not really. No. I mean, I can honestly say that I have never listened to any of the Hank Williams.
No Hank, huh?
No.
Sometimes your voice kind of takes on that quality, and I mean that in a good way. I mean, definitely, I'm a fan of Hank.
What's this quality?
I don't know.
In one
It's a
sentence.
twangy kind of country, just kind of pure thin sound,
I do the twang. do.
Do twang. You do the twang.
Almost missed that one.
But I mean, there are the influences mostly, I would say, like Neil Young, and also
Neil
Langhorne Slim.
Langhorne Slim.
I started listening to him. My brother like went to school with him. He gave me this album like when I was about 11, and I've been listening to him since then. The more recent stuff is not as good, but that first album is this crazy mixture of like lo-fi bluegrass and like just punky, aggressive. It's just like mean, dirty bluegrass, and I love it. That's where a lot of the influence comes.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we do another song from Cutting Teeth while I go and get a shelf of shots for you fine gentlemen.
You do everything's all right.
Oh, you do, John.
That's
John the Baptist.
okay.
Well, let's do them both.
Me.
Our band of the week is Mr. Boneless.
No cyanide, no cellophane, no sign of it at all. I feel the passion of violence, but there's no one left to call. I pretend to know your mind if you intend to know mine. I will never be beautiful, you'll never be kind. I will never be beautiful, you will never be kind. Try get in. Since now fingers slipping. Let go. So God don't go. What is it about a dog that makes me to care? What is it about my love that makes me to spare? The taste on your tongue, it's got me feeling sick. It's hard to listen to you when you're always talking shit. So, oh, young man, try to get in. It's your cold fingers slipping. Let go. Oh, young man, try to get in. It's your cold fingers slipping. Let go. Keep it going. Let go. I don't even know your name, but when you run me, things in your brain, love. I promise you won't be the same, but in a whole brand way. What is it about a dog that makes me to care? What is it about my love that makes me to spit? The taste on your tongue has got me feeling sick. It's hard to listen to you when you always I
Tell me it's always your plan. That's what I know love. Tell me it's just who I am. It's all I feel fine. 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 Come on, I can see your face. They never make it down. Just like a little baby. No, you're pretty dumb. Little man, I'm talking about things. No doubt this morning's still there. It's got nothing to get out of me. It's all I gotta feel fine. It's all I gotta feel fine. It's all I gotta feel fine. It's all I gotta feel
All right, that's our band of the week here, Mr. Boneless. It's the Noah's Ark Show, allwnyradio.com. We took a break during the songs to do several shots of vodka, and we're all feeling great, right?
So how is everything? How is everything?
How is everything?
It's all right.
It's all right. How do you feel? It's all right.
Horrible.
I have a sneaking suspicion that Noah wanted to get you guys drunk before he asks you the question.
The question. The question.
The question.
Do we do fivesomes?
I already know you do.
Oh, geez.
It's an uneven number of dicks. I don't think it works. It's
Somebody gets
circle. There's no corners.
Somebody gets screwed in that deal, or rather, somebody doesn't get screwed in that deal.
I think most people would.
All right, Joe.
Okay.
The question.
We ask one very important question of every band.
The most important question that exists
That
today.
question is, what is the capital of North Dakota?
Central Dakota.
No.
A valiant effort, but no. Gentlemen, your guesses?
A lot of empty space.
Fair enough.
Charlottesville?
No.
Albany.
No.
There we go. I got it.
No, the correct answer is Bismarck. Bismarck, North Dakota.
Bismarck.
Bismarcky?
Unfortunately, you gentlemen will not be able to sign the wall tonight.
Anyone?
We finally
We're
got.
gonna do it
You guys are like
anyway.
you guys are like the first band in like a month that has not gotten it right.
We've had really bad luck with this.
We don't do geography.
That's why I suggested he was trying to get you drunk before he asked the question.
That's right.
I don't do geography.
Or we don't memory centers.
Geography.
Right.
Either you let us sign the wall, or we key your car on
They signed the
way.
wall. That's the price.
That's not a joke.
The follow-up question now, if you get Bismarck, is then what are the 4 state capitals that begin with the same letter as the state?
I don't even remember.
North Dakota,
I remember what they are.
At least you remember.
Nevada,
It's Honolulu, Hawaii, Indianapolis, Indiana, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Right, that's easy. The last one?
Oh, you're talking New York, what? New York, right? New York's the capital of New York. Doesn't that work?
No, I'm sorry, my friend.
No, Brian, New York is the capital of the
Albany.
It's the capital of the world. Got it. I was
Dover. Dover, Delaware is the other one.
I like the sound of
Interestingly.
Did you know Delaware is a horrible place to go?
Is it really?
I've been there.
Tell us about it.
Fuck Delaware.
Basically, you go there and nothing
Let's
happens.
go to Delaware. Hey, we're in Delaware.
One of the few Wayne's World clips that we don't have.
Yeah.
I don't know how Joe missed that one.
Don't worry, I recreated it. It'll be fine.
You did. It was better than the original, if I dare say so myself.
Yep. I'm the new Mike Myers.
Are we going to do
that's
the
not
remake?
depressing.
I went to Dover with my dad, and then he took us to Boston.
Boston
you went to
is better.
Dover and then you went to Boston.
Dover is
Yeah.
dumb. It's a rhyme scheme. Really.
It might happen. Yeah, and monkeys might fly out of my butt.
I didn't mean to click that, but okay.
Was that Bill and Ted?
No, that's still Wayne's World.
Oh, damn. I thought I heard Keanu.
What has Keanu Reeves, the guy who's not Keanu Reeves, Bill and Ted, he done anything?
I just met a guy named Ted.
I just met a guy
I think
named
the bigger
Keanu.
question is when Ted 3 coming out.
Right after Clerks.
Soon, I hope.
Our band of the week, Mr. Boneless.
You know, Kevin Smith did say just.
All right, guys, let's talk about the upcoming shows here. This weekend, the new album coming out, Cutting Teeth, Jar on Friday, Gypsy Parlor in Buffalo on Saturday.
Yeah, go to
Gypsy Parlor.
July 26th at Nancy's. What's Nancy's?
We don't
We
know.
believe it's a house.
You believe? Is that what you believed when you came here tonight?
We're still
It's part of the
See what this got you into?
Yeah,
You
we
wanna do
showed
that
up
again?
to this place like a block over and talked to some random Asian dude.
Some
He was very
rando.
confused about everything.
It's like, no, why Noah's Ark people always come here? It's in Turkey.
We're like, no, radio show. We want radio show. No radio
radio-
show here. No radio show.
Well,
Whoa.
casual racism
Whoa.
aside, the road signs in Buffalo are very confusing. They say a word and then you're supposed to go down a place, but then sometimes that place is a different word. And what do you do then?
So back to Nancy's.
Oh yeah,
It's part of the.
Nancy's.
It's
We don't
part
know
of
about
the,
Nancy's, but you should really go to the
It's
Gypsy
part
Parlor.
of the infringement festival. So, you guys know how that goes.
So it probably is at somebody's house.
It's probably at somebody's house.
Oh, it's infringement. We should talk about infringement because it is coming now, and
It
it's
is coming.
It's upon us here shortly in just a little over a
Tis the
week,
season.
week and a half. Yeah, the Buffalo Infringement Festival is actually one of the greatest festivals and things that happens in Buffalo the entire summer. And there's a lot of great things that happen in Buffalo over the summer, but the Infringement Festival is the weirdest, the most bizarre. It's musicians, artists, performers of all kinds and all stripes taking to the streets and the stages of venues around Buffalo and places that are not venues any other time of the year, but open their doors during infringement and have just really, really bizarre, weird, and awesome shows going on constantly during the 2 weeks of the Infringement Festival, which is the last week of July, the last 2 weeks of July, I guess. How does it work out? Last week and a half of July?
I think it's like
first
10
half week of
10 days or so.
It's about 10
It's
days,
starting
right?
pretty soon.
Starts, I think, Thursday next week, the 24th, and then runs through, closing ceremonies are August 3rd. Check it out at Art Voice, check it out at infringebuffalo.org, and you guys are at Nancy's.
Yeah, come to Nancy's house. She's having a party.
This is the great thing about infringement. One year I was scheduled, I've done infringement I think every year that it's been in Buffalo. One year I was signed up as a solo act, and they said go to Burnwood, and it's like this random address on Niagara Street.
Yeah.
And I go down to Niagara, and I'm down by, like, you go by past, like, Riches, you know, and then you're into the really shady area of Niagara. You're like, what the fuck? And I call up Kurt, of course, because he's the man with the music for infringement. I call up Kurt.
Love Kurt.
You guys know.
We saw
That is the sketchiest fucking Buffalo.
You guys know and love
Kurt
Kurt,
rocks.
as
Kurt
does
rocks.
everyone. So I call up Kurt. Kurt, what
Kurt,
the
what's
fuck is
going
this
on?
Burnwood place? It's on Niagara Street, dude. I'm in the ghetto. I'm afraid for my life right now.
Did he just like round the corner and give you directions?
He pulls up next to me, dude. Yo, right there. No, he's just like, yeah, go down. It's a block down. Go in. I know it looks crazy, but it's a big warehouse. So I go in. It's a warehouse, and there's fucking Burn. I don't know if you guys ever met Burn, but he was a legendary Buffalo character. And he had this huge warehouse and a venue made out of this old manufacturing space with an enormous stage, enormous like DJ booth and balcony, all built into this weird old warehouse in the middle of the ghetto on Niagara Street. And I go up and play, and it was fucking awesome. It was one of my favorite shows that I've ever done. And, I think he was shut down by the health department or something shortly after that and left the country, left, the world or whatever.
Left the
Who knows where Byrne is now? That fucking Byrne of Byrnewood, he's gone. He's long
He's
gone.
making a better warehouse on Mars.
That's right. He's on the fucking third mode of Jupiter, making Byrnewood 2.
That's exactly where
And
your
it's-
infringement show will happen in 12 months.
I'm looking this up, and Nancy's building is on the corner of Plymouth and Connecticut Streets. I'm kind of looking at the street view here, and it's either one abandoned building or another. I'm not sure.
Wait, is that what it is? It's Nancy's building?
That's what it says, is Nancy's building. You guys are listed on the bill.
Well, Nancy, we're coming to your building.
We're coming, Nancy.
We're gonna
You
bring it
guys,
down.
you guys are listed with such acts
We're
as
coming,
2
Nancy.
Rabbit.
Nancy, we're coming!
Hey, Nancy, we're coming.
Nancy, I got something for you. It's music. It's in my pocket.
So here's the listing of the show you guys are on at Nancy's building. It's 2 Rabbit, Jen Whitmore, Axis of Evil, Lazy Ass Destroyer,
Ooh, I heard.
Able Footing,
Oh.
Helen,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Helen.
Belongatron,
Helen.
Bologna-tron?
Baloneytron, sure,
Ooh.
and you guys.
I'll say this. I know Jen.
Stacked.
I know Jen Whitmore. She's a very talented, very nice young lady. I think, oddly enough, she was on that show at Burnwood with me. She played that same fucking show.
Spooky. World after all.
Infringement is a small festival, even though it's like huge.
Or it's this place.
All right, so it is one of the abandoned-looking buildings we're looking at
Plymouth
on
and Connecticut.
Google Earth.
That narrows it down.
I haven't lived in Buffalo long enough.
Connecticut?
Very
What's
resonant.
Very nice. But anyway, Helen is one of the bands that's playing with us at our
This Friday?
show.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Brian.
This
At
Saturday.
the Gypsy Parlor. And I
Helen.
cannot stress that enough. Gypsy Parlor.
It's going to be
Saturday.
pretty good.
If you are a Buffalo person,
We have zombies.
Where is the Gypsy Parlor in Buffalo?
There's no zombies.
The corner of Grant Street and Potomac.
Grand Potomac.
Good food, good people.
Really good food.
Really good fries.
it's a really good, just like
Good neighborhood
it's
bar.
an intimate venue. Like it's good for like a small, on the smaller end of the bar venue spectrum. It's just you get enough
Also-
people in there, and it looks good.
Yeah.
And you have people, and you drink cheap drinks. You drink that bitch Jenny.
That bitch Jenny is good. Is good.
Oh yeah.
The wallpaper reminds me of the wallpaper in my parents' bathroom growing up.
Yeah, they had a really
It's
good
very
bathroom.
homey.
Yeah.
Lots of
Check out the bathroom for sure.
lots
Check
of
out
pictures.
Nate's
Check out
They have
bathroom.
two
Check out
bathrooms. They
Nate's
have 2 bathrooms.
grandparents' bathroom.
Lots
Yeah.
of pictures
No, my parents.
of like
I guess
early
my house.
striptease artists, and
Yeah.
it's good.
All right, so find out more of our band of the week, Mr. Boneless at Facebook. Find him at mrboneless.bandcamp.com. Buy the new album, Cutting Teeth. What else is coming up in the future for you fine gentlemen? What are your future plans?
Well, I think we're coming out
We're
on
gonna-
Spotify and all those things. You can listen to us.
Got some digital distribution coming up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all those things that you like to listen to other people on, you can listen to us on.
Yeah.
But
So
we're gonna
go-
just start writing new stuff though.
Yeah.
I mean,
no
we've
real-
already been working on new stuff. But go on Spotify if you like us, but not enough to actually pay us money to hear our music.
Yeah.
we get fractions of a cent.
We're still not on Spotify yet, guys. I'm still working on that.
Oh. So go on
soon,
Bandcamp
buy it for $10 on Bandcamp.
or listen to it for free.
Yeah, listen to it for free.
Or
If you
come
like
to the
it,
Gypsy Parlor
come
and
to a
listen
show.
to it live.
So,
Come
yeah.
This
Yeah.
Saturday.
Do that. Definitely. do
Saturday.
Either listen to the album for free and come to a show and pay for it, or pay for the album. But you do one or the other, though.
Just
Don't
give us your money.
Yeah,
guys.
just
Yeah,
give us
or
your
both. Or
goddamn money.
Do you know how much crack costs these days? It's so expensive!
Shit is pricey. You get like a little fucking
We need our
quarter-gram
fix.
rock for $10.
Oh,
That ain't shit.
Lord knows.
That's the only way we can play music.
That doesn't even get me high anymore.
Crack is still cheap, but the prices have gone up. It's like trying to buy a pack of cigarettes in 1997. Still not bad, but it's gone up a lot.
It's like $1.50. Fuck.
Mr. Boneless, our band of the week.
Smoking crack.
Smoking crack, selling crack, find their crack at Bandcamp.
I'll give you one
That's
hint.
right. Find our crack.
All right, Mr. Joe. It's about time that we get into some Stapper.
Sure is. 1 second, let me pull up the theme music.
Get that themer going. Get the marlins soaring, jumping into the heavens as they do majestically. Right?
With their
That's
doors
That's what fish do, I guess. They fly.
Now, gentlemen, I hope you'll stay with us and weigh in on the staph infection here. It's important.
Are you saying stap or staff?
Stapp, like Scott Stapp.
This guy.
Who's?
Here he comes.
He's coming. Eventually.
He's coming in there someday. Here we go. Best song Scott Stapp ever wrote, right here. The only song Scott Stapp ever wrote.
Brian took off his headphones. He's from
Come on, Marlins, make us round.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Scott Stapp infection. Every week, we pour over the headlines, the music news. We bring to you only the most important, the dirtiest, most disgusting, most life-altering stories. The news that you need to know about music is here in the Scott Stapp infection. And we are now in the playoffs of the Scott Stapp Championship season. That's right. August 8th, we will award the Scott Stapp Infection Champion for 2014. And just to give you an update, right now, Mr. Andre Johnson, a.k.a. Christbearer, still has a superior lead to every other contender. Yes, the man that cut his own dick off and jumped off of a two-story building, still in the lead, 874 points. We may add more points.
Let me tell you, it's almost as if everybody knows.
They know.
Because it's been slow news week. Slow news week.
They're like, look, Christbearer has it this year. The guy cut his own dick off. Nobody's going to beat him.
There's people like dying just to not have to compete.
We will pour over the headlines. We will assign a point level to every story just to make sure that we do this fair, objectively, unbiased. But I'm just saying Andre Johnson probably going to win. He cut his own dick off.
Very unsettled right now.
As you should
Wait a
be.
I
second.
missed the beginning of that. I have no context.
Did we
Is
recap?
that actually did someone actually cut their own dick off?
Yes.
Yes, that is true. Andre Johnson is a rapper. His rap name is
Wait
Christbearer.
a second.
The giant?
His last name is Johnson.
It's Johnson.
He cut his own dick off.
I believe you're actually the first
What an
person to make
asshole.
that connection, which is
I
incredible.
was.
Incredible, given the penis nature of this show.
It's staring you right in the face.
The penile nature of this show is right in my face.
Andre Johnson, yeah, he cut his own dick off. That's not the end of it. That might be enough to win right there. That's probably like 600 of the points. But he jumped off of a second-story building.
Ooh.
And he survived.
Well, yeah, I mean 20 feet.
And they reattached his dick. Wow. And he was like, no, don't put it on. Let's cut it off. I don't want to no more.
Well, it's 50 feet is the kill height.
50
You're
feet,
you're
right.
like most likely to die at 50 feet.
2 stories, you're still good.
It's like
You're
22
20 to
feet or
30 feet,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You're all right
I've
there.
fallen
22 and like
18
3/8.
feet, but I completely
Probably painful, but not enough to kill you, right?
Right, but had you done it
Did you cut
after?
your dick off first?
Right. Did you cut your own dick off and then jump off the building? That's the crucial
See,
question.
the thing is that I completely understand the motivation to cut your own dick off. There have been a lot of times where I have hated my dick. Where I have just been pissed off.
Your dick was being a dick.
And my dick, yeah, it was just being a goddamn dick. It's like, oh no, yeah, you're just gonna fuck everything up for me. I'd be better off with you. But I have never actually taken the time and the implements
to jump off
to remove.
Let me ask you a serious question. If you're going to cut your own dick off,
machete.
Just throwing this out there. No, I'm not talking about implements, because there's many implements you could use to get it done. This is the question. Do you get it hard first?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
I mean, it'd be a lot easier to cut,
No.
right?
Would
Well,
it?
that would put everything, all the blood flow. You know,
You might bleed
you would
out.
bleed out.
Obviously, the guy was trying to kill himself
Cut your
anyway.
dick off.
Right. Man, because I'm thinking,
The
if
real
you're,
question
if you're
is
getting your
cutting your
dick
dick
hard to cut your dick off, like, what are you thinking about to get it hard that you're like,
Wait,
man.
What happens when cutting your dick off gets you hard?
Well, that is a completely different conversation that I would rather not go into. But no, definitely.
You don't know. You don't want to know what that's like.
I'm going.
It
With,
would only happen once, though.
I'm going with.
That's debatable.
You just stretch it out and just saw it off.
Well, once you get the blood into there, then you're.
Feels like it's going to be ineffective.
But you're lighting up the.
Pruning
You're lighting
shears.
up the nerve endings. As soon as you engorge it with blood, you're putting all of the nerve endings.
Oh, I
on
agree.
notice.
You might have to dip it in a pile of cocaine or something, but if you're Andre Johnson, who gives a shit?
Yeah, well, who are you? Do you not spend your Saturday nights dipping your dick in a pit of cocaine?
Of course, who doesn't?
Yeah.
The thing is, the penis doesn't actually have like a lot of nerves in it, except you know the end. But like the whole shebang, mostly nerveless.
Yeah, but when you're talking about cutting something off, every nerve counts.
Does it make a difference if you're
Very true.
circumcised?
That's a good point.
No.
I'm just
You're
saying.
allowed to be if
Unless you're
not.
cutting off the you know
Yeah.
the
I mean, I've
unpitted
never heard
part.
of someone self-circumcising, but I'm sure it's happened.
Could be workable.
Could be workable. Although, I mean, they do say that you have less nerve endings if you are circumcised. So, yeah, it might be better. Although that is
Cutting your dick off.
the situation
better
where you're
with
saying
circumcision.
this is better is kind of fire. But at least you're in Antarctica.
All right, Joe, where do we begin, my friend?
I don't know where to begin. There's nothing that's going to compare to that.
We can't talk about cutting our dicks off all night.
The bit hasn't started yet.
Oh, it started.
Oh, man.
How's the traffic on the 90 right now?
Let's go to the helicopter.
You're terrible. You're all fucked. Just give up.
Apparently, you want to turn around right now, go back to your horrors. And
Yeah, it's
spend
fucking
all the time
terrible.
with them instead of your family.
There's Walmart trucks crashing everywhere, and Tracy Morgan is suing Walmart over a New Jersey Turnpike accident that left one person dead and several people hospitalized, including the 30 Rock actor. Walmart driver Kevin Roper allegedly plowed into a limousine van carrying Morgan on June 7th. Morgan and others injured in the accident alleged negligence on Walmart's part in a lawsuit filed Thursday in U.S. District Court in New Jersey.
I wonder if that man is actually like as crazy as his characters.
Oh, Tracy.
He's probably a
Tracy
genius.
Morgan. Have you ever seen any interviews with him? It's very difficult to tell the difference between himself and the character he plays. Although I would say that I wouldn't consider this news because this kind of shit happens to people all the time. The only reason that it's news is because it's Tracy Morgan,
Right.
who people already barely care about.
But it's like rubbernecking on the highway, you know? If you see an accident, everybody wants to look at it.
Yeah.
Just people have that bloodlust. And when it's a celebrity, when it's somebody that you've seen on TV, it's like, oh.
But let's
Then you really want to know.
We need to really get into the shit because I hear that Miley Cyrus shared a topless photo of her new tattoo, and that is news.
No.
That's television news. This is radio.
she raping her midget at that
Can we
moment?
can we bring up that photo for everyone to see right now?
Yeah, let's just
please.
really get in.
Oh my
Pure
god!
science.
Do you see that? This is,
Yeah,
They don't, thank God.
that's horrible.
that certainly looked funny white girl not actually showing her breasts.
Wait, she's not actually showing him?
Let's get.
She is, but it's on the news site that our Hondurans frequent, so there's nothing to say.
British Hun.
We're ruining it for everyone.
Let me Google this.
Oh, holy shit! It's
See what pops
it
up.
is a tattoo of her dog.
Woof.
That's not a joke.
Woof.
It's actually a tattoo of her dog. With, in captions, the song is not originally by the Beatles, but you know.
With a
Twist
little
and
help
shout.
from my friends.
Oh my god, it's a W too.
It is a W.
What?
Miley
Wait.
Cyrus has set in tattoo.
We're the Millers.
Oh yeah, that was
Yes.
a great movie.
And also from Hayden Panettiera's Real Life.
Pan- Here,
I don't know. How do you say her name?
Yeah.
Why can't she just have an easy like Darling, Bailey?
Or
Gideon.
Bunch of deaths this
inside
week.
jokes.
Like I said, people are dying to get out of the STAP competition.
Wait, what's the stat competition?
Is that what
Are you
get?
serious? We
No,
spent like an
that's-
hour
That's the
explaining.
thing he
No,
just
no,
explained 5
I
minutes
just want to
ago.
know the like criteria because we talked about like I get the it's like dick chopping off. No, really heinous, stupid shit.
Wait, does
Yeah,
that
well,
have
the
something-
criteria is very, very
what's your
secretive.
scale? Like, what's a 1? What's a 5? What's a 10? Like, what's your rating?
Oh, I
system?
can't reveal
How do
that
you
kind
get
of
points?
information.
You
That's
give
tearing
600
down a
points for
wall.
cutting
That's just
off its dick, but like, what is like chopping off your toe give you like 5 points? Because that's kind of dumb.
chopping off your toe.
What if
What
it's
if
like
you
a
chop off all
mutant
your
It
toe?
toe?
depends on whose
Chop off
toe and the situation. I mean,
arms.
this is far too
That's like
nuanced.
If you pee on the toe after, does that give you bonus points?
Yes.
If you paint the toes afterwards
Yes.
and then mail them,
If you
To
pee
Jeffrey
on the
Lebowski.
painted toes afterwards,
Yeah. Oh boy, big time double points.
can we beat a dick? Probably not. If you paint and
try.
peed on dick afterwards.
But please explain to us the John Stapp thing, because I don't know John Stapp.
Scott
I don't
Stapp.
know. Scott Stapp, yes. Is he
Stapp.
from Coldplay or does he just sound like Coldplay?
He's from Creed.
Creed.
Okay.
wait, he's really wait what? He's from Creed?
Creed.
He's
Hey,
the singer.
wait.
He was the
Did
singer
he
of
own
Creed.
that gondola?
Is
Did he
Creed
hire
no
that
longer a
person?
band?
What was the deal with that?
The singer from Creed chopped his dick off?
Yes. I mean, yeah.
And then took photographs of Miley Cyrus.
And then
topless.
jumps off a
That's
building?
And then I hear
That's
that he,
exactly right.
after that, he accused Conor Oberst of rape.
Which we'll get to in a minute. John Spinks, guitarist and songwriter for British pop rock trio The Outfield, died Wednesday following a fight with
Ooh.
liver cancer. He was 60.
Who's the outfield?
The Outfield charted 8 Billboard Hot 100 hits in 1986 through 1992, led by its number 6 debut smash, Your Love, which has like 5 guys in the video, even though they're a trio.
Listen to that song? I've never heard it.
You should ask before I close the page. Charles Hayden, one of the most influential bass players of his generation, has died after a prolonged illness, according to his family and his record label ECM. Charles Edward Hayden, born in Shenandoah, Iowa in 1937, was raised in Springfield, Missouri. The youngest of 4 kids, Hayden made his professional yodeling debut at age of 2. Yodeling. As part of his family's country music act, the Hayden Family Band, as a teenager, he lost the ability to sing due to polio, but developed an interest in jazz and classical music and began playing the double bass.
I hear he's not actually dead. I hear he's pulling a 2-pack, and he'll be back in a couple of years.
He's going to release a double album in a couple of years.
He's going to release a double album on the single bass.
What is a double bass?
It's mainly when you take 2.
And Tommy Ramone, the last surviving founding member of the groundbreaking punk band The Ramones, has died. He was 65.
Holy shit. All of those Ramones have died
That's right.
extraordinarily early.
That's right. All the Ramones are gone now.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll. Am I right? Where's that cookie?
These flushes suck, man. Where's the good flush?
It's the flush. I don't know.
Is that the flush? I don't know. You need to have no water pressure in your...
Hold on. If I can just tweak.
We're trying to flush 3 people here, man. That ain't gonna help. There it is.
There's a flush.
You can't low flow flush on the Ramones. You can't low flow a Ramone away.
That's true.
Okay.
Take the brick out.
So, no, you remember we were talking about Justin Bieber egging his neighbor's house? Getting arrested for it?
Indeed.
How much would you guess would be his fine for egging his neighbor's house?
I mean, hopefully a lot. I'm hoping it's like 10 grand, which is nothing to him, but
well,
at least it's a good fine.
Justin Bieber must pay $80,900.
$80,000.
$80,900 in damages and serve 2 years on probation after pleading no contest Wednesday to a misdemeanor vandalism charge for throwing eggs at a neighbor's home. Bieber was also ordered to complete 5 days of community labor in a 12-week anger management program and stay away from the victim and his family for 2 years. He lives next door to the guy, so...
That is awesome. Whoever the judge was over this case, he gets it.
He should write a song about that. Because I'd probably listen to him.
He would have to write a song first.
Neighbor's house, and I
So
paid $80,000.
So it was mentioned about Connor Oberst, and he's going to be our winner this week, even though this is kind of resolving a story.
Oh, Connor is our winner.
Connor Oberst, the singer from Bright Eyes.
Uh-huh.
The woman that accused him of raping her last year.
Yeah, he's a raper.
Or whatever. She said she made the whole thing up. Says, the statements I made and repeated online and elsewhere over the past 6 months accusing Connor Oberst of raping me are 100% false. I made up those lies about him to get attention while I was going through a difficult period in my life and trying to cope with my son's illness. I publicly retract my statements about Connor Oberst and sincerely apologize to him, his family, and his fans for writing such awful things about him. I realize that my actions were wrong and could undermine the claims of actual sexual assault victims, and for that I also apologize. I'm sorry for all the pain I caused.
P.S. Thank you, Connor, for all this shitload of money you gave me to shut up.
And Connor Oberst...
I'm going to buy a tractor.
Connor Oberst responds, I have accepted Joni Faircloth's apology and retraction to clear my name. This has been extremely difficult and stressful for me personally and for those I love. I'm appreciative of the family, friends, and fans and business partners who supported me throughout this and look forward to happier times as we all move forward with our lives. So what you're saying is you think that he paid her off.
He definitely wrote that statement there.
It clearly was not drafted by his lawyer.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. The real winners this week of the Scott Stapp Infection are the lawyers.
Yes.
Connor Oberst.
Yes.
Wow. An unlikely victory. They came from behind and they pulled it out. A clear rape turned into a payoff. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. That's allegedly.
As much as I hate Connor Oberst, and I do hate Connor Oberst.
Let's not make any enemies.
So much.
You guys are never going to get on a Bright Eyes show.
I'm going to totally rape Connor.
I have no plans.
Do you know what he'll do to you if he hears this?
What? He's like 5'2". I'm like 6'4".
He can sneak up.
Clearly, he knows how to sneak up behind someone.
He does.
In the darkness. Hee
Tee. Oh, poor Connor Oberst and all of his money and fame.
All right, gentlemen. We've come just about to the end of us here on the Noah's Ark show. It's time for some final thoughts. I've given you all the medicine. Has it worked? Brian?
Yes, I'd say so. It's very good medicine.
Medicine has worked.
Hey.
Spiffy.
You got some 1800s definition of medicine, man.
Well, you know.
Yes, he does.
Pretty much all cocaine and grain alcohol.
Yeah, we get some heroin tincture. That'd be good. Good for kids.
Rub a little on the gums.
How about a big fucking fatty to go with it?
That sounds good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what kind of fat? I'm confused about it. What do they mean by a fatty?
A fucking
Cranberry sauce.
with
Cranberry sauce?
I think we're talking a big
Cranberry
turkey.
sauce.
Cranberry socks?
Cranberry sauce.
The cranberries and sauce.
You know those classic cranberry socks. The Pilgrims were known for them. They would knit their socks out of cranberries, and they would walk around in them and make days. And then they would ferment that cranberry juice into Pilgrim brew,
Cranberry
which
sauce.
they used to subjugate the Native Americans.
Those heathens.
Cranberry socks.
Fruit cake tastes like shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was not good.
Cranberry sauce.
Exactly. I don't know who this strange person is. They keep agreeing with me, though. Yes, cranberry socks were terrible.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. What are we all thankful
Not
for today?
queer. Shove the bouquet
Cranberries.
up your ass and get me a cold one.
Family.
Some 1800s time traveler just discovered cocaine. Goddamn these cranberry socks. Give me some cocaine.
Cranberry sauce.
Just one. Just the one.
Just the one sock. This one-legged
Scott
time
tried to
traveler.
pick me up once. I kicked him in the balls.
With his peg leg.
Noah is a drunk. Stick the turkey leg up your fucking ass, motherfucker.
He calls himself.
Noah is a drunk.
I don't think he understands how the digestive system works.
Ah, your ass sucks canal water.
Touche.
Obviously, this peg-legged time traveler who has a vast misunderstanding of digestive system also lives by a canal.
Cranberry sauce.
Although, really, where else would he live?
Noah
One thing I
is a
know,
drunk.
the insane degenerate tend to live near canals or in alleyways.
Noah is a drunk.
Oh, in
Natural
your
order of
attic.
things.
I think
Suck my ass, especially when I had the shits and bleed it dry.
Holy shit.
it's pretty obvious this individual has Tourette's.
Either that,
That's clearly it.
either that, or he's writing lyrics for the Insane Clown Posse.
Haha, Kris Kringle's a dick licker.
It's true. I have woken up to Kris Kringle licking my dick.
Merry Christmas.
That might have just
That
been
was a
my
weird night at
uncle,
the bar.
actually. Yeah, he just
I left your cookies by the mantle. That
He
wasn't
just-
good enough.
he turned up
can't lick
and looked me in the eyes
But you
and just
like-
said, "Merry Christmas."
Didn't put enough frosting on them, apparently. Wanted some more.
All right, final thoughts, Elliot.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. We've reached the end of us.
Are you gonna kill me?
Yeah.
This is the
Yes.
last thing.
What
Well,
would
it
you have
is-
for your last
world.
It's a last-ditch effort to get somebody to top Andre Johnson on staph infection.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have enjoyed my time here, talking about dicks and their various applications, whether they be cut off or licked by Santa.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And besides that, all I have to say is come to the Gypsy Parlor Saturday.
Saturday.
Seriously, just fucking come.
Just show
Just
up.
come hang out.
You can
Just-
show up and then come.
Yeah, you could do both.
We'll help you out with the second part if you do the
Just
first.
be there.
Yeah, we'll give you some kisses.
Brian, honorary hand jobs.
Or more. It depends how much you pay us for the CD.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can't make it then, just come into Nancy.
Come into Nancy.
Or, I mean, Nancy's.
She's a big old girl. Fit multiple people.
Final thoughts, Nate.
Don't cut my dick off.
No promises.
I don't like these threats.
Brian, final thoughts?
At this point, I've stopped thinking. I'm just gonna go on autopilot.
It's a good call.
Yeah. Gypsy Parlor, Saturday. Iron Man needs a head. Band next week. Whoever the band is next week needs to bring a head for Iron Man. All right? Thank you.
Deal.
Fair enough. Joe, the man who plays the electrified guitar.
Yeah, I want to say that everyone should come out to the Gypsy Parlor on Saturday to watch us play, but I still can't get the idea of Scott Stapp cutting his dick off and mailing it to Miley Cyrus out of That's what I'm really concerned about.
Do you think it was express mail?
No, like I think it showed up in a UPS truck.
Yeah.
In a box.
So it's probably flaccid by
I don't want to pay for shipping. I'll be there in 5 to 6 days.
Standard ground. Final thoughts, Mrs. Thinks so.
Cranberry socks.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce.
Yeah, emphasis there.
Final thoughts, think so, Joe?
I just can't shake the feeling that these guys are going to get to Nancy's building and just Nancy's going to be there with a cleaver, like trying to kill them.
And your cranberry sauce.
I was listening. That kind of girl.
You can come inside, but you're not going to come inside.
We love you, Nancy. Don't ever think that way.
Don't leave me, Nancy.
We miss you, Nancy.
Nancy, put on those cranberry socks. And let's go waltzing through the cranberry fields.
Socks.
Cranberry sauce.
Do people really listen to this show?
No, absolutely not.
This is all just an elaborate prank that Noah's playing on us.
That's right. This is actually the first time we've ever done this. Can't believe you guys fell for it.
That's why I can't tell you who the band is for next week.
There's no band. There's no radio station.
All
These
of
wires
these
go
microphones
nowhere.
are unplugged.
With that said, we have to go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next week here on the Noah's Ark Show. Thank you so much for tuning in here at allwesternnewyorkradio.com. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/allwnyradio or facebook.com/Noah's Ark Show. That is us. We are here each and every week with a new local band, 716-402-4218. That's our phone number. You can call anytime. You don't have to call while we're live. Call in the middle of the night. Leave us a voicemail. We'll listen to it. We'll probably play it on live while we're doing a show. Thank you for joining us. You can also send us an email, noahsark@allwnyradio.com. We'd love to hear from you. Our band of the week, Mr. Boneless. Of course, they're going to be in Roch Friday, Bug Jar, Saturday, Gypsy Parlor, Buffalo Infringement Festival coming up, and a ton of great stuff. Summer in Buffalo. It's beautiful. Enjoy it. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you next week. Until then, good luck, and have fun.
Right there above your kitchen sink. Maybe if I had a car, maybe if I had a job, maybe if I tried real hard, maybe if I wasn't a star,